Hello, so today I am fresh out of work, but I wanted to make a video now instead of later because yesterday I totally couldn't post my video that I filmed that night because I was in my face mask and YouTube did not recognize my face and I didn't want to take it off. It wouldn't let me in unless it recognized my face. So today I'm just going to talk about why the desires you have are already inevitable and why you don't have these desires for no reason. I think there's a misconception that our desires are random and everyone else has them too. And a lot of people think that if they want something, then everyone else wants it as well. Like, that's just like the normal want, people just want that thing. They just want to have it. That means everyone else wants to have it, but that's not the case at all. A lot of people don't want the same thing as you, and there's a reason for that. The reason is that we are all set with different things, like different programming, right? We all have different programming, and so our desires are also all programmed to be different. And there are certain things that we want to achieve and certain things we don't. So if you're living on a timeline where you already know that you are the wealthiest version of yourself, you're going to experience that. But there isn't a set amount of timelines you can experience. You can experience anything you want. But as a human, you are already set to have certain desires. So technically it narrows down the timelines, if that makes sense. And I think that's really cool. I think that the fact that we can kind of know that we have a certain set of desires and a certain belief system, it's very unique for everyone, and I think that's what makes all of us so interesting to each other. So let's say I was to try to manifest a certain car. This certain car, it doesn't have to come to me in a specific way. No matter what timeline it comes to me in, it's going to come to me in the way that is best during that specific timeline. So you can't just tell yourself that you want something in one way and you won't have it in any other way. Because if you're doing that, then you're limiting the amount of possibilities you can have to get that thing. Sometimes the way we think is the best way is just not the best way. So I can tell myself, I was just given something because I could get given something. If you experience a situation where you receive something from a way that you didn't want to receive it, and you tell yourself, or you tell whatever that thing is, that you are actually waiting for a different method of receiving it, and you don't take it, you're just delaying your manifestation. When we decide, okay, I want to get my, let's say you want to get your driver's license, but I can only get it at this specific DMV, right? And then that DMV has appointments 20 days later. But the one next to you has appointments 3 days later, and you can get your license so much faster. And you say, no, I'll only pass if it's that specific one. You're limiting your chances. You're taking away opportunities, and that's just such a limiting mindset that we really shouldn't be having around things. For me right now, I'm really focusing on cutting for the gym, and I have been physically doing everything I need to do, but where I got to in 2 months at the time where I was visualizing my body changing drastically versus now where I'm not really visualizing that much is insane. It's an absolutely insane difference. That visualization, those affirmations that I was constantly repeating to myself when I first got into the gym, it did a world of wonders. Now I've gone back down to that same amount of food that I was having during that time, same amount of exercise, and still it's such a world of difference. It's insane. So do not limit the opportunities you have to receive what you want, and truly, truly, truly see yourself already having it.